I'm going to walk you through how I created this tessellated panoramic Eschertype. Here we go. All right, so for the first thing I did is I took all the topics that were in the data set and I just started writing them down and possible icons that I could use to represent each one. And then I kind of put them in order of how I thought that they would move into each other, transform into each other the best, the easiest. So you can see like I put ones that were more geometric, like that house and the lightning bolt in the book. I kind of put them together. And the ones with more circly round shapes, I put them together so that when the tessellation transformed, it'd be a little bit easier for me to make one transform into the other. So then I started out with this little hexagon that I started creating the shapes with. So here I put an exclamation point and now it's transforming into a lightning bolt and a lot of lightning bolts. So then I discovered the easiest way was I could draw my next one and then I figured out what the transition between the two would look like. So here I'm drawing the book and then transforming the house into a book. And now I'm transforming the book into money for financial services. And this one was tricky because I thought I was going to do like a stack of coins, but then you'll see I'm start having trouble figuring out how to transform the stack of coins into something else. So I'm trying different things, seeing what would work. I can't find anything really, so I changed the coins to little wavy dollars, and that makes it easier. I decide I can change it into two hands, shaking hands, and for human rights. And then I did a flower for conservation. And then now I decided to do these male-female shapes. So flowers to those shapes to these little roads for infrastructure. And then to recycling. And then I just keep moving my grid over so I know how to place everything. And then these little baby bottles for child and youth, 2 hearts. So then that's it for that. And I'm starting to color it now, but I want to mention that it was really long and wide before, and I thought that it would be hard to read on a small screen. So I thought, well, maybe I can curve it into a circle or something so it takes up less space. But I couldn't curve it without disorienting, squishing all the icons too much. So I ended up just curving it a little bit. And I think it ended up looking really good. It kind of gave it that panoramic view that you get if you go and see like a 3D movie or something. So that was kind of an accident, but I think it ended up looking good. So now I'm gonna start coloring it. So I'm just dropping color into these spaces. And what I did was I just searched for a muted rainbow color palette because I needed a lot of colors, but I kind of wanted it to have a more muted color palette, not like a really bright one. So I'm just dropping these colors into these areas, which it's pretty easy to do in Procreate. You just tap on it and it drops whatever color you have selected. So it makes coloring it a little bit easier. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to color the gender equality ones, if I just wanted to color in the dots. I did kind of this rainbow effect, or if I needed to color in the center. So you'll see me going back and forth on deciding if I want to do that or not. The background I decided to be this cream color, which as you can see if you saw the final product, I ended up with dark blue, or like a gray. But I started out thinking I could do a cream because the colors would pop a little bit more. So here it's kind of hard to see, but I'm filling in all these white spots with cream. Slowly. And now I'm trying to figure out, I wanted this, the outlines, I wanted it to kind of disappear so the colors would be more vibrant and interesting looking, like that would be the show. But I also didn't want to just remove the outlines completely because I wanted you to be able to see how one kind of transformed into the other. So I really struggled with trying to figure out what color the outline should be in comparison to the background, like how much you should be able to see, how much you shouldn't be able to see. So I ended up doing a dark background and making the outlines kind of a light gray. So you can you get the sense it almost looks like a chain link fence, but the colors are still the main show. And then you can just create text boxes basically in Procreate. So I added the title, a subtitle, and the numbers for all of the different topics, and a source